A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. A neutral site showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. It's the Houston Cougars and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Cougars head coach told me this is where they were expecting to be. They know they had to bring in a lot of people in the transfer portal. That's what we're seeing more and more in college football. But the question for them, how quickly can they gel? This running back has proven that he can be productive, but now he's got to do it with a new offensive line, new teammates, and find how to trust them quickly and play as a unit. I'll keep you posted on how they get off to a quick start here in the first half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. Let's talk for a second about Houston. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time.
Snags it and he's open. Ball down there, but they'll move the sticks and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it with Gibson. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking for a man, it's Henderson. Out wide left, it's Smith. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Drops back on first down. And his throw is incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. We mentioned earlier the number of players they lost, but you have to replace those guys, and that's why a lot of these programs now have general managers to watch over the portal and figure out which guys do we need to bring in here, Jesse.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit, too, because I think they were expecting the mass exodus. They had their feelers out. They were evaluating talent on other teams, David, and they were able to bring a lot of guys in via the portal.
Yeah, and that's what's fun about college football now is you can reload really quickly. Bring in all these guys. You know exactly what they are. They have so much experience and playing time closer to a finished product.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Wants to keep it in the air. They're all over him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Gotta make the play on fourth. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skilled players.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Left side is Harris. Breaks the tackle. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Unloads to the right. It's caught. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Churns into the pile. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Quarterback changing the play. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got it, first down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. And the Tigers are flying down the field. Moving the pocket, it's Levitt. Wilson has it over the middle.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw again. They'll open it up early. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Run in the red zone. It's Durham. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Rolls right. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. On the sideline, got it in the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Drake. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets. By Felicia.
From deep, it's Wilson. Rolling the dice to bring it out in the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Levin. He's not afraid to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Needs it here on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Quick give. It's Drake. Just smothered on the play.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Sells to fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And defensive coaches talk about it all the time. Winning first down, and what that does for a defense. They win first down. They force second and long. They're ready for it. Nice job rushing the passer, getting the sack, and now putting them in an even more predictable situation. Third and forever. Great job by this defense.
Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a two-possession game. Here comes the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. He'll do it himself. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Here's Gibson. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
4th down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, it's Barry. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Might as well run him again. He's got the 1st down. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Out wide left, it's Green. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Defense all over him.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
LSU quick to the line. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Big spread. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State, taking on the #1 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Buckeyes, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Second and long here. Running inside, it's Barry. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. And the Tigers in the hurry-up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Matthews. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They go to the counter. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes. Inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Cougars. The defense putting points on the board.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Play action on first down. Left side is screen. Makes the grab and room to run. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The run inside. It's Berry. Enough to move the chains. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down.
Hey, finally, we see a nice game. It's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they...
Throws toward the end zone. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Out wide left, it's Matthews. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it out. It's straight. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers. A pick 6.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip. See what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Swapped immediately.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse and Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He wants to take the top off. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. LSU right back to the line. run it. It's Durham. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. LSU lining up first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. On first down, it's Durham again. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Big fella moving. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Right side, it's Saunders. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Back to pass on 2nd down. On the move, he fires. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And have first down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. From the red zone, it's Durham. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. LSU quick to the line. Here's Durham one more time. Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
And he got it! And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Caught. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the 4th quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
28. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Here's a give to Gibson. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
2nd down, going to throw it. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Again, it's Jarrett Gibson. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And there's really no question here, after not getting it on that last run play, down in the 4th quarter, 4th down, you've got to go. You've got to dial up your best play here offensively. Who is your best matchup, one-on-one, that can get you this 1st down? Keep the drive moving and keep your chances of winning this game alive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice. And it makes the catch, and he's free. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Pulls it in, it's Watkins. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Handoff, Durham running left. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got their lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The give to the back. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Pulls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tough run here. It's Durham. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Selling the fake. Buys time to his left. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball.
Do it. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Throws for the tight end. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.